Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Winds of Windhelm podcast. I am your host, Kirsten, here with my amazing, handsome husband, Gavin, and we're both the creators, developers, writers, producers, and directors of the game Windhelm, which will be coming to your PC very soon. Well, soonish.
Yeah, we
We'll
hope
see.
so.
So, anyways, firstly, I wanted to apologize for the terrible audio of the last episode. We made some adjustments, so hopefully this time it's a lot more watchable and you can actually hear what we're saying without having an ear spasm. So I do apologize for that. We're just trying to figure things out. And also, if you're not following us on TikTok, you really should be. We are at Windhelm Dev. That's WINDHELMDEV on TikTok. Please follow us, and please follow us on Instagram because I have like 5 followers on there. So please follow Windhelm Dev on Instagram, but more importantly, follow us on TikTok. Okay, so anyways, it turns out that making a video game when you're a team of two, especially, is really hard. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah, there's a lot of challenges that you obviously wouldn't know about until you start doing it, and especially just it being us two. I mean, it's a huge challenge. There's just so many different things that you would never even think about.
Yeah. What are some things that you think you've learned through this process that you could impart your wisdom on other people? Any other young developers out there with big aspirations like you?
So I've got three big things about game development that I think that you should know. Whatever assets that you buy first, you're probably not going to use simply because you're going to be like, oh, this is free because Unreal Engine gives out free stuff. You're going to see, oh, it's free. I'll try to use that, and then it may not end up working for what you need for. Um, there's also paid plugins, so if you buy stuff like that, then possibly they could not have the support and things that you need. So that's stuff that you have to consider. Um, your story is also limited by how much you know about programming and how much you know about game design. So in terms of a technical aspect of the actual gameplay itself, if you don't know how to do something, obviously that's going to have a direct impact on the gameplay itself. And lastly, joining communities is key to being a good developer. You can find solutions in everything, like some small fixes, big fixes. It is very important to have communities of practice in order to be successful and to understand what you are actually doing and what kind of steps you could take to fix problems in the future. So that's three main key things that I've learned about game development.
Yeah, that's really good advice. And one of those discords you can join our Discord.
Yeah, absolutely.
um, so what's been going on with the game? What updates do you have?
So right now, I've actually been working on fixing the combat system. Finally, today, fixed an inventory bug that's been in the game since pre-alpha, since basically when I started like doing the inventory system. I finally fixed it, and it just made my day. So I'm very very excited about that. And besides that, I've been improving the combat system. Been adding lots and lots of items. Um, just been trying to experiment with different types of weapons and things like that. Just pretty much working out all the bugs in the combat system before I uh, will do a lot more items and things like that. So as time goes on and I figure out what the what I kind of want the combat system to look like, that is things can change, but I don't think that things are going to change at this point like majorly. So good stuff, just good overall quality of life changes, and yeah, just lots of new items and uh, additions to the combat system.
So what was your order of operations when you started working on the game? Like what did you work on first? And then second and third? Like, what was your first thing that you started to work on for the game?
The first thing that I started working on for the game was actually the movement system. Uh, I wanted a really nice, fluent movement system that felt like you could just walk around and explore freely and not have to be limited by not being able to like climb over things and not being able to sprint and just things like that. I really wanted a good, solid base platform to work with, and then I could build from basically like a framework for a movement system that yeah, that's absolutely the first thing that I started with, just to make sure that I had, like I said, some good baseline.
And then what?
After that, after the movement system, I believe I actually started on working on some of the user interface. So I can actually probably show. When in post, I'll throw up the video of the actual original main menu. It was pretty rough looking, but I thought that it looked amazing. I was like, this is the peak game design. This is the absolute best that I can do right here. And it was pretty cool for the time because it did like these transitional slides and things between like the play and options menu and like the save game menu, which was I thought was pretty cool at the time, and it still is cool. I may implement something like that in the future, but that's it was rough. It was very, very rough.
Gavin and his game menu. That game menu went through a lot of changes, and he spent probably, I don't even want to say how many hours on just the on just the menu, the main menu itself, and all the changes that it's gone through. But that's part of it. That's probably something that people don't even think about. Like you go to like the main menu and you just click new game and you never think about it again. But that is something that you have to do when you're making a video game.
Yeah, and that's actually my third point about game development that I actually remember. So there's so many things that you can go back and improve once you realize, oh, this was done terribly, and you can make it so much better. And that's actually what I did in order to fix the combat system. I actually had to go back and change some things, and I took some properties out of like some items and stuff that didn't need to be there because I was already getting it another way. So I was just basically doubling it and making it harder on myself instead of just making everything go through this one class. So um, yeah, there's a lot of stuff, especially with the main menu. Things can be definitely changed for the better. Um, it's just amazing to see the development over, gosh, over just even the last 6 months. I mean, just the quality of the game has gone up so much just because I'm learning so much more stuff every single day.
Yeah, that's definitely why we need to be better about making TikToks with all these devlogs and dev updates, because that's something that's so important that you really could have been showcasing really on a month by month basis how it's changed, and that's really interesting to people. People would definitely be interested in that. But yeah, you are the king of going back and redoing something, which is good. It's a good thing. I'm not really like that. If I implement something, I don't ever want to go back and redo it, but that is something that I admire about you because you will go back and make it better.
That's software, baby.
Yeah, that's been a lot of this process, and why, I don't know. But it's also good to be a perfectionist, and something that we're both really passionate about, but especially you're passionate about. So,
Yeah, I've got actually this bug that I've been trying to fix too. So the way that the actual procedural generation works is that it's custom wrote C++. So basically, what it does is it actually uses Unreal Engine's procedural mesh system and will generate height and stuff based on that and based off of height curves and things like that. So it's basically my own custom landscape generator using that procedural mesh uh, uh, component that Unreal Engine has made. So basically, it just makes uh, three three points, makes a triangle, and then makes a square, and then basically makes a row of squares, and then makes columns of squares, and then just does that over and over, makes a loop, and then it applies a height curve to that you can specify. So the actual bug that I'm coming into with is I'm actually having to make my own custom uh, landscape material. So there is no I can't use landscape materials that are pre-made or anything because the way that those work is you have to actually assign the data on runtime, and I nobody has done that ever that I can find. So that's really entertaining. And like there's a just basically if I actually try to use that, what'll happen is the landscape will just be solid black, like for like the grass layer, I guess. And obviously that's not what we want. We want we want our grass to actually be there. So yeah, I'm having to custom make that too, and that's something unfortunate, but it's okay. It's something else I have to learn, and something else something else that I'll be able to have just in my brain and nowhere else, I guess.
And that's literally like that whole process could be a whole series of TikToks that are super interesting
Yeah,
because you're gonna pique so many nerds' interest with that. So we
that's
definitely need to get on TikTok more.
that's something that I
And
might keep to myself though too, because that's a
well,
trade
not like
that's a
this,
trade
not
secret.
not the secrets necessarily, but the process and what you're doing and things like that.
Yeah,
So, and I mean, also, it's fun to share secrets sometimes.
that's why people need to join the Discord, because then they'll be able to see the inside scoop, see what I'm working on, and see what things that I have to overcome. I actually do post about that stuff pretty frequently about the stuff that I'm working on and things that I'm doing and trying to fix. So yeah, people need to join the Discord.
Join the Discord. Well, what else?
Well, what games have you been enjoying lately?
Well, as we talked about, oh, yeah, as we talked about on the last episode, we were playing Kingdom Hearts. We started playing Kingdom Hearts together on Proud Mode, and I'm happy to report that we did beat the game on Proud Mode, and I did get the ultimate key and get to level 100, and I'm really proud of that because I've never done it before. And that was really awesome. It was really fun. I think you can admit that the game got a lot more fun when we started grinding for the ultimate key.
That's a loaded statement there, but it was fun. It's just gosh, they just make it so difficult to get the ultimate key in the first game. Like you have to just farm and grind forever.
It's so much easier in Kingdom Hearts 3 to get it. And I've never attempted to get it in Kingdom Hearts 2, so I'm looking very forward to that. Although we started Kingdom Hearts 2 not in proud mode, and I already regret it. I wish we would have done it in proud mode.
It actually wasn't an option.
It was 2.
No, it was not.
Yes, it
I
was.
looked. Oh no, sorry. I was thinking of Final Fantasy VII. I tried to start that game. There was no hard mode. Yeah, I think you have to beat it on easy or
Yeah.
normal to be able to put it on hard. But I think that it's funny though that you really enjoyed grinding for all that stuff in Kingdom Hearts One, but then you said that you don't like that aspect about Minecraft, and it's like the same
I don't
thing.
like Minecraft at all. And it's not the same thing.
There's a lot more stuff in Minecraft, but yeah, Kingdom Hearts One is pretty fun once you get all the abilities and everything, and once you beat Ursula, because oh my gosh, that's ridiculous and terrible. I got to learn what engine that game was made in because oh my gosh, I've got to avoid every every the underwater part in Kingdom Hearts 1 is just terrible and I don't understand how that got into production for the game development. That's wild.
I don't know what Kingdom Hearts 1 was made on, but I want to say I thought it was Unity for older or not older, newer
Oh,
ones.
let's see. I can actually look it up right now.
Oh yeah, we have the power of the entire knowledge base of the world at our fingertips.
It's probably a custom engine actually. Let's see. It is
Well, what did they even do back into the year 2000? What engine did they
it
use?
probably was not. Okay, well, Kingdom Hearts 3 was made in Unreal Engine 4, so I know 4 is going to be made in Unreal Engine 5. I think they already announced that.
Yeah.
Um, wow, they actually had an engine back then. It is IIRC Luminous engine.
Hmm.
It says Luminous is a relatively new engine. It wasn't around during Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2's development. Okay, so there's
So it
conflicting
wasn't
answers.
developed in that.
Oh, it says for 1 and 2, all we know is it was an in-house engine. I don't
Hmm.
believe they announced what engine or engines it was made on. Yeah, so it was in-house. So they basically made their own. That's what I'm pretty much doing for everything. So besides obviously Unreal Engine,
Can
but
we say the little nod to Kingdom Hearts that you added or no?
Yeah, we can. That's fine. So yeah, I wanted to after we beat Kingdom Hearts 1 and got the ultimate key. I really wanted to honor Kingdom Hearts in Windhelm just a little bit. So there's actually an Easter egg in the
You make
game.
me cry.
There is an Easter egg in the game that is a keyblade, but it's not really a keyblade. I can't say that obviously for I don't want to get sued by Square Enix and PlayStation and everybody. So, oh, and Disney just destroy us. But yeah, it's a blade that looks like a key. So that's all I will say. You can find it in the game, or probably have a special quest for it, something like that. But
Yeah, I've been thinking up a special dungeon for it, like near the end of the game. That's going to be really hard.
that'll be a nice reward. Nice little Easter egg.
Yeah, and it'll be fun though, because if you know the game takes off and we have like a bunch of Kingdom Hearts fans by chance, they'll totally grind for it. Oh my gosh, and it'd be so cool if we added like some enemy that was kind of like a Heartless or something, and like our own version of a Heartless and
Soulless.
something, and really just had a nod to the game.
Yeah.
Or I'm just giving Disney every reason to sue us. I don't know, copyright
That'd be really
infringement.
cool. That'd be really cool to reach out to them and like get the rights to like one of the enemies.
I don't think that would ever happen in a bajillion
I
years.
mean, it's an older game now. I mean, like I feel like some enemies from Kingdom Hearts 1. It's well, see, it's Square Enix's actually. Disney doesn't own those, I'm sure. Disney just owns obviously Sora,
Characters.
or Donald, Goofy, and Mickey.
Sora is a property of Disney.
Really?
Yeah,
I actually did not know that.
I'm pretty sure.
Huh.
I don't know. Look it up.
I was gonna say, yeah, I can just look it up right now.
Is Sora a property of Disney?
Let's see. It says Sora was featured on a poster for D23. I don't know what D23 is. Disney 23, like 23 years. It's not 23 years. It's been a lot longer than that, but it says in 2019. And though it is just his silhouette, it's clear that he is officially recognized as a Disney character.
Yeah.
Oh, it says while Square Enix clearly has a lot of creative control over the series, Disney is the decision maker. So
yeah, I do know that I've like heard through forums and stuff that like Disney did shoot down a ton of like the plans for Kingdom Hearts, and that's why playing Final Fantasy right after playing Kingdom Hearts was so like shocking. Um because Final Fantasy is actually really like gory and dark, and then Kingdom Hearts is light.
yeah, actually, when I was playing Final Fantasy VII, it all the spells and stuff are exactly the same. Like
Yeah,
it's literally just Kingdom Hearts is just the kid version of Final Fantasy.
it really is. Yeah. That's a great way to put it. But gotta love it.
It does say it says Disney owns Sora, Riku, and Kairi. It's the only non-Disney owned characters. Oh wait, no, it's not. What? This is written so weird. Okay, it says surely all characters created by Square Enix are owned by them. They just have the right to use the Disney characters in the game. So, but it says you get the idea. Disney owns Sora, Riku, Kairi. I don't know.
Confirmed Kairi is a Disney princess.
Wasn't that kind of the plot in the first game though?
Yeah, she's one of the 7 princesses of light.
Hmm. Oh, it does say also Sora and the Kingdom Hearts IP are 100% owned by the Walt Disney Company. I don't know. Conflicting answers. Let's just not mess with Disney. That's let's just not even take the risk.
Oh. Well, anyways, let us know what games you've been playing and what
Well,
games you've been enjoying.
I've been enjoying Cyberpunk. Finally getting to play the DLC, which has been pretty fun.
Stop. I was talking to the commenters, not you.
Oh,
Okay, I'll wrap it up now. So, anyways, let us know what games you've been enjoying in the comments down below. Let us know what you want us to talk about, and leave any questions, and we'll answer it in a Q&A in the next episode. And thank you so much for listening, and I love you. Till next time. Mwah.
Thanks, guys. See ya.